reporting live from the train tracks that the Orient Express just passed. Today we have quite the interesting topic. We just got intel that Samuel Edward Ratchet was murdered on the Orient Express. Oh wait! Ratchet appears to be none other than Cassetti? That's shocking news. We have live quotes from the passengers that were on the Orient Express. We also have a quote from Hercule Poirot, the detective that solved this peculiar case. And I quote, "Mr. Ratchet was murdered, stabbed." This very quote informs us on how Ratchet, or should I say Cassetti, was stabbed. Hercule Poirot has investigated all the suspects on the train. When investigating the crime scene, he finds a pipe cleaner and a handkerchief embroidered with the letter H on it. With the help of Dr. Constantine, they go to investigate Ratchet's body. They find many different wounds that can actually tell us a great deal of information, including the fact that most of the wounds require an intense force. Now the Orient Express has stopped by snow while traveling. The information can inform us, and I quote H. Poirot again, "The murderer is with us on the train." The tactics Poirot used to solve this mind-blowing case was to interview the passengers. Speaking of the passengers, here's the list of them. Mary Debenham, Colonel Arbuthnot, Princess Dragomirov, Count Adrenhi and his wife the Countess, Mrs. Hubbard, Hector McQueen, Antonio Foscarelli, Cyrus Hardman, Hildegard Schmidt, M. Book, and Dr. Constantine, plus staff members on the train like Pierre Miquel. After interviewing every one of the passengers, Hercule Poirot finds no one who seems very suspicious. So far during the investigation, Hercule Poirot and his assistant M. Book, who also helped solve this case, they have the leading thought that the murder was done by two people because the wounds on the dead man's body indicate a person with the dominant hand that is left and another person whose dominant hand is right. Continuing the investigation, they gather important clues that consist of a red kimono, a wagonlit uniform with a missing button, and a broken clock with the said time of the murder. During a point after investigations, Mrs. Hubbard is horrified to find a bloody knife in her sponge bag. Poirot then decides that it is necessary to check the passengers' luggage. While the search was being done, they find the wagonlit uniform in Hildegard Schmidt's bag and the red kimono in none other than H. Poirot's bag. But of course the detective did not put the red kimono in his own bag. It was the murderer who did it. After tedious hours of thinking, Hercule Poirot has come to a major discovery. The red kimono and the wagonlit uniform had nothing to do with the mystery. They are red herrings. A red herring is a term used in writing that are clues used to distract. But is the clock also a herring? Is the time listed on the clock actually the real time of the murder? That is the question on H. Poirot's main list. After more investigating, Hercule Poirot discovers the clock is a red herring. Not only did he discover this, he also discovered the Armstrong case involved Cassetti, which we all know as Ratchet. After diving deeper, Poirot discovers that Cassetti was the leader of the murder of Daisy Armstrong. This case actually did have something to do with Ratchet's own death. And the answer to this mind-bending mystery came as a shock. What if I told you each passenger had something to do with the Armstrong family? And what if I told you that each passenger had something to do with Ratchet's murder for justice to what he did to Daisy? You probably don't believe me, but it's true. Surprising, I know. That tells us that the murder or the murderers are all the passengers on the Orient Express. So there you have it, folks. That's the answer of this case, murder on the Orient Express. This is Ellie B signing off. And remember, don't be a schmooze and watch the news.